Well, good evening, guys. How you doing? I hope you can all hear me. Let me know how the level is on this thing. If that's okay, or if I need to talk louder, I can do that, or turn the volume up. Good to see you. Good to see you. I got some people in the green room, and we're here tonight to talk about this past weekend. And since nobody's talked about it anywhere, I think it maybe we'll be able to show you some things you haven't seen before. I doubt it. I hope that this subject hasn't been overdone. Been a lot of footage, a lot of videos, a lot of live streams. I know Jim had a 2.5 hour job last night with 35 people clamoring to get in. Everybody talking about how much fun they had, and I just watched most of Ray Kelly and Johnny Droneflyer's stream. Although I didn't participate, I was sitting out there watching it, and it was very enjoyable. And it's always good to see all the guys. Dennis Lovelady says more video coming. Yes, I'm sure, including mine. I am editing up a video too on top of all the live streams that I did, and the previews and everything else. But hell, I gotta jump in. I had the time of my life, guys. I've looked back at the last 4 or 5 years, and my life's been very quiet. I've kept to myself most of the time, and honest to God, I can't remember having more fun and meeting more really great people that it seemed like I already knew. And that to me was the biggest takeaway from this thing is you can get to know people and actually become friends on this YouTube thing. And that hit home when I met and shook hands with a lot of you guys that I only knew as either names in a chat room or guests in a panel here or there. It was like we weren't strangers. It was more like, to me, like a high school reunion. A couple of years after graduation where everybody still looked the same. Now, high school reunions now are I wouldn't recognize anybody since I graduated high school 55 years ago, or 65. When was it? 1964. However long ago that was. Too long. So before I start bringing in some of the panel members that I got here, let me go back in the chat and say hi to all you guys that popped in, and I appreciate you coming. I'm hoping that Johnny Droneflyer is finished with his stream. I originally was going to schedule this one for 7, but it dawned on me on Wednesday night that they do theirs, and I didn't want to step all over them. So I'm hoping that they're finished and aren't mad at me. Jody, first as usual, how you doing, buddy? Art's in the chat here. Dan is driving home, said he'll be in here shortly, and we've got Dennis Lovelady is here. Dennis, it was great to meet you, man. Just great. I really enjoyed that. And Jody again, and Michael McReynolds. How you doing, Michael? Good to see you. Matt Cundiff is here. Matt was a busy boy at the meet, and Matt, we appreciate everything that you did. Ed Love My Drones is here, and Carlos back from the sky is in the chat. And who else is new? Who else? Let me see. Michael, Chris, Just Me Hop. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming in. And Hot Rod. Hey, Rod, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Drones 863. Man, good to see you. Justin, I think it's Justin, and correct me if I'm wrong, but Justin, I guess, is the first time he's ever been on one of my live streams, and that I did meet quite a few people who I really wasn't aware of, because on this YouTube thing you just can't watch everybody's stuff or get to know everybody, and since I don't participate in Facebook, I failed to meet a lot of the guys because they got to know each other in the different Facebook groups, which I don't participate in. But we will give you a wrench and welcome you to the family. Paulie, Drone Bum is here. Sounds a little scratchy. I think that's my voice. Is it? Somebody let me know if it's just my scratchy voice or there's something wrong with my audio. Carlos says it's okay. He's shaking his head. Paulie had the same problem. We were on a little earlier, a pre-live stream technical summit, trying to get Paulie's DJI V2 goggles working, which is something that everybody on the planet Earth is trying to do right now, and DJI has screwed up by the numbers, but that's another story for another time. Mr. JRC, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Yo, 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 he says, and let's give you a wrench to join the party. Who else did I miss? Tomas, how you doing, Mr. O'Sullivan? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Night Train, Mike. Mike is here. Yeah, Mike did some serious flying this last weekend, that's for sure. Mr. JRC, I think I just made you a moderator. The next time you post, it should be blue. Joe Blaylock's in the house. Hi, Joe. How you doing? Good to see you here. Luis Beduga, FPV, is in the house. And, God, it just keeps going on and on. And Mike Kenny. Hey, Mike. It was nice to meet you, too. Let's give you a wrench. Good to see you. So, I think that's it. Drone 863, Beduga, Drone Bum, that's the bottom of the chat. So thank you all for coming in. Let me start and bring some of my guests in. The first one that I have here in the green room, y'all know from meeting him this weekend, and we were all tickled that you could get down here, Ed, and join in the fun.
I was tickled to be there.
Man, it was a blast. It certainly was a blast, and I'm sure that this guy here,
with my souvenir,
that's my hat.
Mine now. It's my flying hat.
Carlos didn't have a hat, so I gave him one of my cigar hats.
Yeah.
And then he comes over to me on the last day, and basically says, "Hey, Mitch, I got your hat all sweaty. Do you want it back?"
He sweats like a pig, that one does.
Yeah, and as evidenced by the fact that he's still wearing the hat, you all know what my answer was. Carlos, I think of all the people that I met down here, I think you had the most fun.
I had a blast.
I believe.
From beginning to end, I really did.
Yeah, I think you had the most fun of anybody. So it was great. And Carlos came from the airport, stopped at my house, got to see the
passion pit.
Got to see the whole studio set up here.
Yep.
And
where the magic happens.
Where the magic happens, yeah, and all the stuff gets fixed and repaired too.
Oh, drone worship is here.
Well, that's the magical part right there.
Hey Ed, Dan. Sorry, Ed. Ed. Dan wants to know where your crown is.
It'll come on. It'll be up shortly.
Okay.
Did you end up with the crown, Ed?
He did.
Yes, the crown was passed to me.
Well, why aren't you wearing it, young man?
Because, I just have to wait for the coronation.
Okay, all right. And another attendee.
Yeah.
It's
Hey, Art.
How you doing, Art? Art.
Hello, Art.
Art is the man that never met a live stream he didn't like.
Carlos, good to see you.
Nice to see you,
It was a pleasure
sir.
meeting you and Ed.
It was
fun.
It was. And
got to hang out and break bread with Art. Actually, all four of us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
We did.
And nobody kicked anybody. Yes. No.
Well, Dan was throwing
yeah, but he was in another table
balls
somewhere.
at me.
Food fight.
The
That
spitballs.
was funny, though.
I was sitting at dinner with Ed. It was Art next to me, and on one side of the table, and Carlos and Ed were on the other side, and Ed was off in the corner, and spitballs kept flying over. And one of them actually landed in his pocket. He
Yeah. It was a nice 3-pointer. That was Dan. Drone
it was
worked.
dead. And he kept saying
He
to
was
me,
using his phone, the camera on the phone, so he could aim and throw over the back of his shoulder.
and Ed says to me, where the hell are those spitballs coming from? I said, I don't know.
It was fun.
You thought it was Adrian, and he started throwing them back at Adrian.
Yeah, he was throwing them at Adrian. Pretty soon it was like a third grade classroom in there. Spitballs are flying all over the place. Bunch of grown men. It was really funny. And another contributor to the mayhem this weekend.
Fricking
Mike.
Carlos.
Hey,
Isn't that his
Mr.
name
Mike.
now, Mitch? Fricking
Good to
Carlos?
Fricking is a kind way. I gave him a new first
Well, I
name.
did it for
Yeah.
your stream. I use that word for your stream.
Yeah, fricking. Yeah. Carlos was, needless to say, we call it a Paulie is the name of the maneuver. And when you fly a Paulie, you try to take your little quad, your little whoop, and just annoy the piss out of whoever happens to be flying.
I call
Like
it
flying-
buzzing the tower more so, not the
Buzzing the
annoying.
tower. I call it a Paulie. Circling around their head and going through their legs, and they're trying to concentrate flying.
Hey,
So we
I got a
renamed
great
Carlos.
video of Mike buzzing my drone with this
Yeah, that
little
was a good
FPV.
It ends in
came
there.
out
That
nice,
was cool, Art.
I still got to find the video. I haven't looked through the DVR footage all the way yet, so I still got to find the DVR footage to see how it came out with me. See how the view is on my side.
Oh, I'm sure it'd be
That'll
cool.
be cool.
And then the biggest troublemaker of the whole crowd. But I will say that
No injuries.
no, he was a real gentleman, and I think a lot of his reputation is undeserved because we had an absolute ball.
Don't spread that around too much.
What's going on, man?
Lose my
man?
YouTube street cred, man.
Don't tell anybody, huh, Dan?
Well, he did
had
did
an-
pass the crown, so I mean, you know.
King Edwards.
Yeah. I see Paulie's trying to get into the chat here. I got him in here twice now, and I don't know what the other one is, but let me see if I can bring Paul in here.
Laptop at the same time.
There he is.
Well,
Paul,
there you
Trying
go.
to be in here. There
There
he
he
is.
Hey, Paul. Good to see you.
Got a
Good
bad
evening.
connection.
And he's lagging at both.
Yeah, I think you got a bad connection there, Paul.
You want to leave and come back.
Yeah, I'm
Frozen.
Yeah.
having technical issues. I think
Try again. I'll put you out and we'll look for you again.
So yeah, and I can't let Dan take all the credit. I did throw a couple papers myself. So
I don't know why I
And
didn't
I'm
see
the
him
one that
coming
did
at
all
all.
the videotaping. I was holding the video camera so that he could aim and everything else over the shoulder, so we could see just over the edge. To
It
watch
was funny.
Ed would tip down for his food so we could toss it over.
So it was a conspiracy. You two and Drones 863.
And then Matt got involved when we tried to get Matt and ended up getting his daughter.
She was like, "What is happening?"
I want to welcome
Adrian
Fly
in
Zone
the
Drone
side of the neck.
Quadcopters. Let me welcome Fly Zone Drone Quadcopters. First time in here. I'll give you a
And Tech
blue wrench.
Tweaker is on the
Tech
bottom there.
Tweaker. Don't
So,
know Tech Tweaker. Anybody
Tech
know
Tweaker is the guy. Is Clinton Millsap? He's the guy actually just flew his DJI FPV drone in Acro.
Oh, okay.
He just did that whole thing today. So shout outs to Clinton. I know he's not someone who wants to grow a channel, but if you want to, he might post in the future. Just subscribe to him. He's a good dude. Very solid guy.
Who?
Tech Tweaker.
Tech
He's a
Tweaker. I
very
gave him a
good
wrench.
guy. Very
Johnny
good guy.
Drone Flyers in the house. How you doing, buddy? Watched your stream a little earlier. That was a
Oh, let
free
me
for
write
all
that
like
down.
this
Tech
one is.
No, Tech,
Cool.
Tech is a good friend of mine. He's a very solid guy.
You have those?
Good. So did you fly it? Did you actually fly the thing in Acro?
In Acro. Yep. I took a good
What'd you
cruise.
think?
So I don't want to really go into that because I'm going to make a whole video and kind of talk about what I think. I will say it's a lot smoother than I thought it was going to be, but it's also a flying brick.
Were you
Yeah,
pleasantly
yeah.
surprised?
Big.
I heard a lot of people say it was floaty. I didn't really get the floaty sensation. I felt like it was very smooth. It was smoother than I expected. It might just be how some people run their props on their open source squads that might have given them that floaty sensation versus what this offers. But I didn't really get that floaty sensation.
Well,
And I talked to Clinton about that before we started. I was like, I hear these things float, and he goes, yeah, kind of. I was like, well, I didn't really get that. It felt very heavy. It was a very heavy bird. So.
They say that, Dan, that it feels floaty because the idle speed is way too high. So when you do pull it back to full throttle, it's still flying a little bit. That's
So
what I heard. I never flew it.
He tuned his. He adjusted his rates. He tuned his, and it was a very good tune then because I didn't notice any of that. It was very smooth.
Cool.
So yeah.
So, I saw your little video about the stunt that DJI pulled today, Dan.
Yeah.
I'm getting so much hate right now
And,
for
and
it.
Caddx has already
What?
posted back out that they will continue to
Yes.
to make the Nebula, the Vistas and all that stuff. So
There's
But
been,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, there's been 4 or 5 videos about that already. Bardwell put out a little short. Ken Dono. You beat Bardwell. I called Dan, honest to God, I called Dan on the phone immediately after he posted it and called him Jimmy Olsen. I said,
2
Jimmy,
hours.
Good, you scooped everybody on this deal. And congratulations. Yeah. But, you know, Ian Mads Tech over in England, he had a 1-hour live stream, and this guy knows a lot about DJI. I mean, he's been involved with them for years and years, and he put a pretty good spin on it. Ken Dono put a pretty good spin on it. I myself ordered 4. I bought 2 air units and 2 Caddx Nebula Pros to put them away, just so I have some spares. Because I figure one of 2 things is going to happen. And for those of you that don't know,
they're having a problem getting the chips.
yeah, well, and that's probably the reason for this, but we all thought that this was probably coming because the technology in the first version of the DJI system has kind of been superseded by the new technology that they put in the new DJI drone, and the controller that they had for the first thing doesn't control anything but that. The air unit the air units aren't selling. Everybody's using the Caddx stuff.
We talked about this, Mitch, where basically everything up to this point that they've been building this into was a quad. I think we kind of
Correct.
knew that. I think we knew that the first stages of the FPV system for the open source quads was going to be a build up for a drone they were going to release later on. That's exactly what happened. So
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, they had
And
to
you
get
all have to
their
pardon
stuff
my
for
lozenge
technology.
because my voice is still gone from yelling all weekend over all that wind.
Oh, the
noise.
Charles.
Not me.
So, I'm pretty invested in the DJI, and I'm very happy with it. I like it the way it is. I'm not going to buy the new drone, so I don't see a need to buy the V2 goggles, which are nothing but a pain in the ass these days until DJI gets the firmware straightened out.
Yeah.
So I'm staying with it and I think most people who have the V1 stuff are going to stick with it. I just decided, I went and looked around and I saw that Get FPV and Race Day Quads had all that stuff in stock. So I said, you know what, I'm going to order what I think I might need for new builds over the next year. And I spent a little money and bought it. But the good news about, when you think about it, there's a lot of this V1 stuff out there, tons of it. A lot of guys have the goggles. I think the market for used or surplus stuff is always going to be there. So if something happens, I don't use this stuff, I know I could sell it without a problem. So, or not, we'll see.
I don't know, man. I knew that there was going to be companies that step up to the plate. I think we all knew Caddx was going to keep it going. My issue with this is what's going to happen with the controllers and the goggles. Are they going to keep selling those? Because right now they're saying they're not. So if you break one of those, then what happens?
Yeah, well, they're not going to. I doubt they're going to sell. Well, believe it or not, if you look at DJI and go into their parts section, they still have the controller listed as an item that you can buy.
Yeah.
The only thing that's not there are the camera and the air unit.
Well, the
But everything
goggles
else,
are also
the
saying
V2
that.
goggles, but you can buy the V2 goggles, can't you?
Well, and I get that, but why do we have to limit ourselves to that? Why, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I feel like they could have still continued offering the version 1 goggles.
Well, that's DJI. Why don't they make the Mavic Pro anymore? That was a great little drone because they came out with something that superseded it. So they're like Ian said, they're in it for the money. That's all they care about. They're not in it with loyalty to their customers because they keep screwing their customers.
Yeah, again and again.
But I'm sticking with it, and I think anybody that has the V1 unit that likes it will continue to fly it. And the only advice that I might have that I heard somebody else say, and I agree with 1,000%, is from this point on, do not update the firmware.
Yeah.
This one, of
On
course.
current
Yeah,
stuff.
look at him stroking it. He got me by a long shot.
Chris Hope. Chris
about
Hope is
ready
in the
to
house.
chop
How you
mine
doing,
off.
buddy? Drone Life RC is here. Thanks for coming in.
That's how long the goatee is. So the hair is just as long as the goatee is.
So playing with his hair.
So I got. So we've all
Yeah.
been chatting about this thing, and I think everybody that wasn't here wished they were here. Everybody that was here is probably getting tired of hearing about this stuff. But I am going to show you. I didn't take much footage. I did some live streams down there.
Oh,
No,
you know what
I
I,
really
meant to
didn't.
ask you? Sorry to interrupt. Did you record the
No,
flight
you're
that
not.
you let me fly?
No,
Oh, you dirty rat.
I wasn't. Yeah, I actually let Carlos fly one of my quads. Oh, you know something? I think I might have a goggles
Yeah, at least.
recording of that. But
How
they all.
rude.
I don't know which flight was the one that you flew.
You all
Well,
probably
gotta
Carlos,
record everything, man. 'cause
Well, the
the
goggles.
one time-
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. I was looking through the goggles footage, and there was one flight there that was really horrible and bad. And
Probably had flips, turns, and right turns. I don't know.
yeah, the
Rolls.
guy looked drunk and everything, and that might have been your flight, Carlos.
Drunk
We'll see if we can
Was it
find
the
it.
one that ended up in the water?
I was gonna say, let's
No.
take a moment of silence for Carlos' quad that ended up in the water and the
Yes.
GoPro that was attached.
Yes.
Yeah,
I said
yeah,
we give his
need-
quad 10 seconds and then go on.
That was very nice of Mr. Brad Alston, this thing.
It was. It
Yeah.
was.
Cool.
How's his lip doing? Anybody know?
Oh, I don't
I
know.
don't know. He's still driving home.
And I have my
Is he really?
He
My
was
name
over
tag.
on Johnny's stream a bit ago. Johnny and Ray's
You
stream.
didn't show the backside, Carlos.
Hands up live or whatever. It looked like it was a little bruised up right there, but it didn't look like it was too bad.
Texark Drone Guy says, "Howdy all. How you doing, my friend? Somebody new?"
What are we talking about? He didn't fall. Remember, he headbutted 6 bikers into submission.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's right.
right.
Six bikers attacked
Six
him, and he took care
bikers,
of all
yeah.
of them. Yep.
Walked in,
Yeah.
he was like, "What a bunch of lame people that ride Harleys."
He
Sorry,
saved us.
headbutting
We were just hanging out under the gazebo flying, and he
Right.
took care of them.
people. Yeah.
So anyway,
Thank you,
guys,
Brad.
I'm gonna put you over on the side here,
Good idea.
and I'm gonna show you a little bit of stuff that I actually look who it is. First up on my video here, I am gonna show
What
you a
is
little
that?
bit of.
Who is
I did pull out my GoPro the first right off the bat in the morning when we were out there at the park for Friday. This was on Friday morning.
I got like the Michael Jackson lean going on here. What's happening?
Yeah.
Not only that, but it looked like you had a man bun right at
Did
the
you say
beginning with
Michael
that
Jackson
big
lean?
bun.
So guys, there's audio on this,
Whoa,
so
look at this. We're out at the park.
let's not confuse everybody.
There's Dan
Can you hear the audio on
making
this?
videos
Yes.
down there. And
Okay, good.
there's Mike.
And it freezes on me. Oh God. Hold on, guys.
Good old Murphy.
believe it. I can't, yeah, I mean, geez, I'm trying to be real. I'm trying to be real smooth here, and let me do something else. Hold on a second.
I just
me
want to
bring
say,
Bring
I make
myself
this
back
look
in here,
good.
and
Oh gosh.
all right, we will try
So
this.
here we
We
are.
will try
everybody.
this
We're out
again.
at the. Whoa, look at this. We're out at the park. There's Dan making videos down there. And there's Mike, the lunatic that just drove all the way down here from Michigan to come and fly with us this morning at this beautiful place. Carlos is sitting over here, flying his little Tiny Hawk freestyle in and around us. There he is. Hey Carlos, how you doing? And there's Ed himself, the flying lunatic.
Look how cute.
Ed came here. He's with us too. Isn't that great? And look at this. Look who's coming. Look who's here. And Artco Drone Solutions is in the house. Hey Art, how you doing, buddy? And Danny and that's Hot Rod in Daytona over there. Boy, we got ourselves a nice little crowd. And here come a couple of masked men.
Dan, isn't it weird that even though we met each other for the first time?
Oh, there's Carlos in the background. Dan, isn't it
Somebody's
weird
always
that-
got to fly around the picnic area.
Friggin' Carlos.
That wasn't me.
No?
Oh, man.
Who was that?
I don't know. Maybe Mike.
Yeah.
No, maybe not Mike. I don't know who it was. Was it me? No, I can't.
Hey, I'm gonna come and stay around in a minute.
That's true, man. That's true.
I told Ed, I'm like, damn,
Hot Rod.
Now, Mitch, where's your hat, damn it? I specifically brought this one because I remember you
Oh.
wearing something like this.
No, I got to wear a baseball cap to fly because you got to turn it around. You got to turn it around backwards.
For the kids, earmuffs.
I remember when I first got this thing, my wife was like, hey,
How you doing, Art?
funny. Then you realize it's hot
So much
as
fun.
the sun is down here.
You know what? It was also fun meeting all these
And
bananas.
we got everybody brought one or two drones. This is my table over here, and this is Mike. Holy mackerel! Look at this. There's Mike's table, and
Carlos is like, look what I have.
here's Carlos. Oh, now look at Carlos brought
Hand model,
Look,
1999.
Whoops, drones, man. Look at this.
He does look like a used drone salesman there. doesn't he?
Ed over here.
I got a deal for you.
Good deal. Yep, good deal.
The Billy Zane of hand
It'll be a
models.
good day. Weather's gorgeous, wind is not too bad, and we're looking for a great day of flying here.
Long day of flying.
Oh yeah, dude. What time do we start at? Like 8?
8:30 and
8:30.
5:30.
Like 5:30 or something.
So here we
Jeez.
are.
All right,
everybody. We're out at the,
that's all I shot there, and the rest of it was all live stream.
Adrian.
Adrian's in the house. How you doing, Adrian? Good to see you.
Adrian.
No way to Minnesota, Paul. Hi, Paul. How are you?
Yo, Adrian.
He was so little and cute. Not what I expected. He's
I
as
know on
big-
camera he looks like he's
Yeah, he's as big as Ed, with a little
Oh,
more meat
smash.
on his bones.
And I managed to fly every one of those quads except for one.
I think
one?
he's shorter.
You think he's shorter? He might have been.
Still got to figure out the video issue on that. But that'll be a weekend project.
Had fun meeting Ron Brown, eating with
Yeah,
Jim.
we met Ron, and here, let me turn your names on so everybody will know who you guys are there. What do you think of that?
We harassed
Can I
poor,
change my name?
look at him with the back scratcher. Matt Northeast Drone Productions put a live stream on while we were at the park eating our sandwiches, and we harassed his poor stream for about a half hour.
He just didn't want to get up from the computer to go use the corner of the darn wall.
Try to catch Ed in the bathroom. We would run behind him and
Yeah.
he'd come out blowing his nose.
That was, the light in the bathroom kept going off, and everybody
Yeah.
got left in the dark.
The
in
first
there.
hour of that stream is just totally funny as hell.
Chaos.
I don't think we helped ourselves by catching him off guard. We'd always get to the bathroom and be like, shh, shh.
Yeah.
He'd hear the phone coming from the darn live stream being
Right.
broadcast.
There he is. Adrian is in the house. And that
So
whole
how was,
that whole meetup on Saturday, that was fun too. That worked out
It
well.
was, and I don't think any of us really flew much on Saturday. I think we
Nah,
just,
no, that was
I
more
didn't fly at
of
all.
meet
I
and
was
greet.
too busy freezing my butt off.
it was windy out. God, was it windy out there?
Yeah.
And I wanted to show you guys something. Let me see if I can pull it up here.
Are we going to watch Maverick?
No, everybody got so much footage from this, and you see the same thing. So You got some great. You're the one, Dan. That
I was
got
the only
footage.
one that got it.
That got the
Yeah,
DJI
I-
FPV drone
Ken Dono's reaction
Going-
was good. Did you
going
get
for a
that?
swim.
Tell me you got that
Yeah.
on film.
Tell me you got
Instant
that.
vlog mode.
Hold on a second. Let me find this footage. I want to show you guys. I went out this morning. Okay.
I'm the Maverick.
I went out this morning.
The Maverick.
The Maverick. And let's see if I can pull this up here. Here we go. Okay, I want you guys to see this. Well, you guys aren't going to believe this, but I'm out here this morning at the park flying my model airplanes today.
Ooh, I
Dead
wanna
still.
taste it.
It's a little light glider, but
Oh wow.
watch. Sorry to say, the wind is 0 miles an hour out here this morning. Clear blue sky, and these guys are flying these little
Meow.
light little
Meow.
foamy airplanes.
Meow.
These airplanes that these guys are flying weigh ounces. They're indoor. They're primarily
Holy.
indoor airplanes. You can't even fly them in 5 mile an hour winds, and they were flying them out there
draw, I
today.
Meow.
So the weather, guys, and I just
Yeah,
shot this to
I
kind
drug
of
it
rub
all
it in.
back with me, Mitch. It was raining all day here.
Whatever you do, we're in for, like they say, 3 or 4 days of this weather down
Oh,
here
rub it
now.
in.
And yeah, it's
And you
a
guys
shame,
left.
Yeah, and it's a shame because it would have been, if it had been like this on Saturday, it would have been a whole different.
Nah, it was still.
Ooh,
I had a
who's
great
stalling? Who's doing the stall?
That's this guy flying this little foamy. He goes and inverts it and descends down and just flat inverted descent. That's how light these things are.
I love it. That stall was awesome.
See him just floating down upside down.
Meow.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I just wanted to show you guys
Well,
that
you guys aren't
that
going to
little video.
believe this.
Let
I
me
just
knock
wanted
this
to
off
rub it
here.
in a
I'm
little
out.
bit deeper.
Right. He just, right. A little salt for the wound.
That whole
See
trip,
what
Look nice and warm out there too.
that whole
You-
trip from beginning to end was pure fun.
But Mitch, next time invite me out there. I'll bring a speaker and a boombox, and I'll make the plane sounds while they fly around.
Thanks.
Okay?
Yeah, they'd
I got your
appreciate
back.
it. That one of the guys who is flying, I think is even older than I am.
Is that possible?
I asked myself, but I think
You
he's
said it correct.
I think he's well into his 80s, and he flies these little foamy things that, and they fly him indoors in the gym there too. You've seen me flying my little quad in the gym, and you see these little foamy airplanes flying around in there. Well, that's those guys, and it was so calm outside this morning that they actually decided to fly out, to rough it and fly outside. And it was gorgeous. I flew the airplane. I got a couple of quad flights in, and then I had to come home and do some work.
What'd you fly? Big ones or little ones?
I flew my little Roma 3, the one that you flew. The
Yeah.
one with the little two-bladed props. Yeah, and I love that little thing. Great
Ray
little quad.
Kelly.
You didn't get nervous at all
Well, I
while,
don't get
while I
nervous.
was flying your drone? I mean,
A little bit, but not really. You know how to
Are we
fly
talking
cars,
about the Nazgul?
no. He let me fly one of his DJI.
No, the
Roma.
Nazgul is Carlos. That belongs
I own
to
that.
Carlos now. That's his.
"That's
He's the
mine,
proud
bro."
owner of it.
I left one and I brought one.
Yeah.
That's all right. C'est la vie, right? And you know
How
what,
was your-
Art? I was proud of you, Art, watching you fly, and I actually watched your whole video, and I was quite impressed.
However, Art, we need to work. We need
I
to work
thought
on
he
this.
just hovered, man. I didn't
We need-
realize he actually flew around.
Yeah.
Well, not
work
only
on
that,
this
but he actually
Art.
flew and turned at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He actually flew around and everything. I was like, I thought he was just up there, just
I see
hovering,
it.
kind of just panning, taking some video. I didn't.
And his
We're
gimbal
doing
speed,
some of the other stuff.
the gimbal speed, I thought that was pretty good, nice and
I
slow.
saw your video as well today, Art. That was well done.
thank you.
And the guys are making fun of you, whether you realize
And
it.
I'm
that
not.
crazy
No,
dude
I
guy-
actually watched the whole thing. I was
It was
actually.
nice to see the smile on Art's face when he came down after I was like cycloning his drone too. I was afraid he was so scared.
All right, so Art,
Art, he did good.
This,
Yes, Dan.
imagine this is big and orange and slightly yellow, and it's a big ball of fire. And I'm going to put this up in the sky. Now, Art, there's this thing that you don't want to do, and that's line your drone up right with that big ball of fiery mass in the sky. That's called the sun. And when you're looking into it, it's hard to see your drone. Would you agree with that?
You may have a point there.
Save yourself and your eyes, bro. Do not fly into the sun.
You guys are terrific. So I tell you what I'm gonna do is I think I'm going to put us over on the side here again, like this, and I'm gonna turn the sound off. And
Ray
I'm
and the
gonna just
bacon.
play some videos. So while we're talking, we can actually watch some of the stuff that was going on.
Oh, I have one I want to share when you're
No,
ready.
but Art, you did good, buddy.
No, he
Well,
did.
anybody wants to
Good.
share any? The purpose
I have
of
one
this is
because
for,
I have some of the GPS guys that I'm flying by, and this was fun. Harassing.
Bob Casey.
He was another guy that enjoyed his
Bill
company.
Metro
Bill
Drones.
Metro
yeah,
Drones.
Bill. Yeah, it was great meeting Bill, and he was really flying the hell out of his DJI.
He offered to let me. Actually, he offered you too to let us fly his drone.
He did.
I couldn't.
Mitch,
Nah.
I was so disappointed by the live stream he got with me flying. It was all checkered and I couldn't see. And then Mike went to fly and it immediately cleared up.
Well, can I say, Dan? I was a cell phone.
Who was that little kid in the hat? Who's the little?
That's
Oh,
Adrian.
that's Adrian. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I went back to rewatch it. I'm like, I can't even see what's happening.
This was when Michael Wright and Adrian were out there racing each other with the DJI drones.
Hey, speculation aside, they're very closely matched.
Carlos has got something for us to share here, so let me.
It's that tall guy.
Let me put Carlos' video in here. Let me figure out how to do this.
Who's that tall guy again? Red shirt, tall guy.
That's Ron the Nord, the
that's
annoying
right.
one.
That's right.
There you go, Carlos. Okay, what are we looking at here?
This is
That's why
Tiny
you
Hawk.
didn't
While I think, Rodney Bell was there, Dennis Lovelady, Matt Condiff.
There's a big
I was
group
buzzing
there.
everybody's head.
Everybody.
I don't know. I don't think Matt was there, but it was
Now,
fun flying. Oh, Brad Alston was
Ken
there.
Dobo, Sean Oz
Yeah.
over there.
This was on Sunday morning before the cricket league showed up.
Johnny
we had to move, to the,
Dronefly
we had to
over
move to
there.
the other location.
Captain
this-
Ray was over there.
This
Oh,
was-
that's right.
this
Sean Oz was even there.
Yep.
Carlos straight ripping through everybody. Zero
Yeah.
cares.
Well, I
And
knew
of
it was
course, I do
calculated
have the
risk.
shot somewhere of Carlos flying right into my cell phone during the live stream.
Oh, I have that somewhere. I'll find it.
Carlos goes, "You see your water bottle, Dan? Yeah. Bam. Dead on, bro. Took it right off the table.
That's Ken.
Bob Casey, how you doing, buddy? Bob, it was great meeting you down there.
Oh, Bob. Yeah.
And
Yep.
I'm going to get to your. Bob gave me little tiny hawks that Rick Halber had given him, and I'm going to get those things working for you.
This
here
is
soon.
Dennis and Rodney. I'm going to be doing a flyby here.
Was that
They're
door
just
open?
hanging out. Look like, what the hell is that going by?
Was that door open? We could have flown through.
No, there's a gate there. So there's a gap over at the top of the gate. Though we could have probably gone with some of the smaller stuff. We probably could have got.
Trying to distract them while he's
But there would
flying.
have been no
And
way
this
to get
is what,
to
yeah,
anything
that's a
and put that in
Paulie.
there.
We call that a Paulie, and that's what we had to put up with all weekend.
We'd have been
Oh, is
getting
this
that
where
pole
Hot
on
Rod
the
takes
top.
you out?
No. I wouldn't show that. See the
Oh, wait,
horns
wait.
come out of my head.
Hey, Carlos looks right at him. He's like, "Bro, you break it. You
No,
know the deal."
we kissed and made up, so to speak. But I was just fun. Look at these guys. I'm just flying around them. They're trying to have a nice conversation with like a big bug around them.
Meow.
But that's the beauty
Yeah,
of this
they'll
little
look clean
tiny
up.
hook. Not only is it safe, but you can get away with stuff like
I
this.
think there's sound on this too.
Good morning.
There it is, but I didn't want to play the sound so
And
we'll
my
talk over it.
and my I just saw my daughter's in the chat. Hey, my daughter.
Yeah, my daughter actually came into the chat on that live stream. Actually found the live stream showed up in her YouTube feed exactly at that moment when I went live. It's the first time that ever happened.
God, Carlos is in full send mode.
Oh man,
Yeah,
Carlos
he's
was
having a blast.
I don't want to
It's
say Carlos was a pain in the ass because that'd be unkind.
He was a pain in every other body part. Yeah.
I think I hit just about everybody once.
Tink.
And then he'll be dead in the chest the one time.
Yeah, I got you in the back, I think, once. Where do I stop this nonsense? Stop it.
Okay, so where was I? I was. Oh, there's.
Talking about your daughter.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh,
there's.
the stream.
There's Ray.
Sound.
Sound. I can do that.
That was going on a lot of laughter throughout this.
Oh man,
We had so much fun. I mean, walking like an old man after riding that one-wheeled skateboard, that killed me the next day.
and nobody got video of you on that one wheel.
I
Nobody.
think the gentleman that saved the drone, maybe.
Mark Fisher.
Mark.
Mark
That's his name,
Fisher.
Mark
Yeah.
Fisher, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a memory and pulled muscles.
That was brave of you. I couldn't believe it. You actually did that.
It wasn't just.
No, Doc. Until you create a flying DeLorean, you are not Doc.
He actually hit the phone.
Oh, let me see
Doc
if I find the
Murdoch.
phone
Hey,
here.
Doc, how you doing? Chris, good to
Is
see
he
you.
here?
Yeah,
Doc
he just came in.
Doc is in the
Oh,
house.
I got to fly around him too.
Yeah, you got to fly around everybody.
Doc and me have something in common. We both have something that there's only one of in existence.
What is that?
He has the Excalibur, and I have the world's smallest flying DeLorean.
Yes, you
Ooh.
do, Dan. You do.
That's right.
Good company. Bless you.
Well, welcome, Doc. Good to see you.
Oops.
So, Carl, did you order any props yet?
No, I'm gonna get him from Drone Bum. No,
I
I'm only
gave you a
kidding.
bag.
I'm only
I
kidding.
gave
I'm
you
only
a-
kidding.
I gave you a
No,
bag
you
of
gave me a
props
bag,
there.
but I do have to get more. That's a must.
Well, you guys go through. I mean, you need to. You
I
need to
can't.
go
I can't
factory
be bothered
direct and
looking for him.
order them a case at a time, like hobby shops do.
All right.
Yeah,
Let me
get them
find
from
the.
Get FPV or Pyro, and you can usually get like bulk rate prices. So if you order like 15 pairs or something like that, they go down in price by like 20 cents or something.
All right,
They're so
Mitch.
cheap anyway. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. This is the when I flew into your phone. Let me find it.
All right, hang on a second.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me stop. Let me
Whenever.
stop this and go back to this and go to you. Here we are.
Meow.
Now I was trying to fly around them, but I think he moved on me.
Whose Mavic was that?
Adrian's.
Oh.
All right, here it comes. Whack. Bam!
Look at Jim Duck. He's like, whoa.
I thought you were gonna recover for a second there.
That was
I think maybe I lost a prop, but man, that
That
was
was-
like whack.
that was lovely, Carlos. And I think you'll see in this stream here exactly when that happened here pretty soon. Coming
It's
up.
about 4 minutes and 50 seconds.
Into the
Oh,
live
you already
stream.
looked it up.
I have to watch Mitch's live streams. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I'm at.
I'm just saying that the
4:24
Still good
now.
memory.
So.
Numbers.
timestamp.
And there's Mike with a mini. Look at this.
Dude, did you see there was some guy flying the Mini 2 out there in that wind?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he
ended
did
up
pretty
at
good with it too.
350 feet, no problem, and it was still
Yeah,
flying,
he
no
did.
problem.
Well, but he had to have
Yeah.
it sport. He had to have it in sport mode to get it to go in.
He said he got one wind warning while he was up there.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I have the fail-safe flight. So
Do you have it?
London Moore, how
Yeah.
you doing?
on
Say
my
hi to
it's
everybody.
goggle view?
Goggle view?
Say hi to you.
Yeah, because the drone is
Fly natural.
swimming with the
Thank
fishies.
you so much.
Yeah.
Got a super
Yeah.
chat. Wow.
GoPro
Beautiful
footage is
droning in.
wet.
Yes.
Sucks.
I do, Matt. I
This
do
is
have
old
video from
Park
Friday.
State
We'll
Park.
might show some of that. I have the live stream that I did out there on Friday. Not a short one, not a lot of video.
Carlos is
Everybody had cameras, so I figured it'd be, I was just going to enjoy myself rather than
flying
play
around on the
photography.
drone pilot.
And it looked like you did. I think we all did.
I did. I had an absolute ball.
It was fun.
Meow. Oh, it's a Mavic.
Yeah, it's
Adrian whips that thing around, doesn't he?
He loves playing that.
Listen, we have
sport
to start a GoFundMe page for a belt for his pants.
Keep it
'Cause,
clean, guys. We're live.
Good little.
You gotta clean.
Notice he didn't wear the Detroit hat the rest of the weekend after I said something at the meetup, though. I said, what are you doing with the Detroit hat, man? Act like you're
Have a
something
race.
you ain't.
We have a DJ.
He's
Yeah,
like,
Matt,
oh, my
you're
girlfriend
correct.
put
Bill,
Detroit.
Adrian's
But he
definitely-
put on his
Roy
white
name.
X hat the rest of the
Oh,
weekend.
no wonder.
That's right. I wanted to run the 5-inch on 5S against the Mavic.
Thank you, Bob Casey.
That'd be fun.
Well, I told him I would only take it at like quarter throttle.
Yes, I'm here to tell you. I'm here to testify that Adrian is really flying.
And Adrian flew FPV that day.
Yeah.
Moby.
Love my drone.
He flew
Saw
Ed,
Adrian
yeah.
FPV.
Ed, you still up there? I haven't
Wow,
heard
you
much
trust
from
him,
you.
huh? That close to the drone.
Ed still doesn't have the crown on.
He had it on. He took it off.
Oh.
I think he's on his third hat already.
I think it went past where you hit the camera, Carlos.
It's about 4:50. 4 minutes. It's in the beginning of the stream.
Oh, okay. I'm way
And that's
past that.
Carlos flying a little tiny.
Meow.
Hard to keep up with, guys.
Yeah,
Steve.
there's a lot of stuff up in the air. Thumber.
And we really didn't have too awful much problem with the DJI guys around.
When I tried
Little
to
here
get
and there.
Chase, you remember when I tried to chase his? That's
Yeah.
like scatter vision.
I was getting some scatter out there playing around chasing.
Is that Metro Drones?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Metro
Bill,
in
thank
the
you.
house.
Bill,
Bill
thank you
needs
so
to
much,
post
man.
a video of him chasing my quad with
Yes.
his DJI, please.
Yep.
That's a
I'd like to
request,
thank
not a
Bill for the-
demand.
It's
Let me
been
thank Bill for
here's
the super chat. He says, happy hump day, droners. Just got home. Nice to see you all, Bill. It was a pleasure to see you, too.
here's how you know how much I pay attention to everyone's channel. It has been 9 months since Bill has uploaded a video. I watch people.
It was a pleasure meeting Bill, and thank you for offering your.
Yeah, thank you
Drone.
for offering to let
Let
us
us
fly
fly it.
your FPV drone.
That was pretty
Appreciate
bold of
that.
you. After I did,
Yes, it
did I
was.
drown my quad before or after he did that? He might have thought otherwise.
Yeah, he might have given it a second thought. I might have considered
Maybe
the
not.
All right, here we go. We're having a
Guess
tag race.
guess who's saying ready set go on the race? Adrian, of course.
There you go.
That's why when I went over there, I switched it up and I said I'll do the start, so it was even that way.
Yeah.
He didn't get the jump, and he was still doing a jump start on him anyway. He still got a jump start on him.
Ed is still very impressed by this brake button, this emergency
Oh,
brake button.
wow.
Oh,
was
DJI
that
quad.
was. I
It is
would now
impressive.
that I wish I had filmed when that thing
Adrian's a
stood
wild
straight up
That
on
was-
its
that was
side
pretty
and
cool.
came to a stop. It was
Yeah,
impressive. It was
Whoa,
impressive.
Careful, don't hit
So
the
during
guy.
our testing here with tech, I'm gonna make sure to get a shot of that, and I want to slow it down to like 240 frames per second, see exactly how well it handles it.
Yeah.
It
I want
was
to see if the
amazing.
props
Look at that,
flex.
the sun is
It was
coming out.
impressive.
Metro Drone just said he wasn't able to see it, so in his view, he never even realized how quick it stopped. I mean, that thing stopped within a
Hey, the
foot.
sun's coming out, man. Look at this.
Yeah, and the gimbal actually
Stay straight.
Comp-
stayed
Compensates,
straight.
yeah.
Actually angled itself down and stayed straight.
Which is interesting because it actually goes upside down for a second and then snaps
Yeah,
upright.
dude, it was like straight
Yeah.
back almost.
It
Well, you
does
got
another,
upside,
uh,
Carlos.
well. It
Hardcore
does.
Drone Solution just left a super chat. Ooh.
Oh, thank
it-
you, Art. I appreciate that. Very
It
nice
does
of
the-
you.
Do you
upside-
have the? Can we play the song Taps while I play this? No.
It's probably copyrighted somewhere.
No, I know.
Oh, it
Yeah,
is. It
I
is.
think
yeah.
it is.
Either that or what's the other one? The bagpipe thingy. Amazing Grace.
Yeah.
Yep.
So keep an eye on the RSS side, left side, top row.
Man, that thing dances around like crazy, bro.
Oh, I miss it already.
Is this
to be
the
honest
one
with
where you
It's-
went in the water? Or
Yes.
Yeah.
well, I'll tell you what. I can give you this.
RX
And
lost.
I'm free,
Oh,
free
oh,
falling
we're breaking
down.
it
Yeah,
up, breaking
that
up.
was only
Oh, ouch.
75.
Done for.
And that was it.
Oh wow!
It's like
The
right in the middle
RSSI,
of it, right
it
where
was like
it
it was
curves
at
out.
75 when it took a dump.
Now I have a question
did.
for you guys.
It did.
If I was to disarm an arm on the Switch, you think that could have possibly saved it?
No.
No,
Not
No?
with failure.
No.
You got nothing to communicate with.
Well,
unless
I
it was
guess.
just a quick brownout or something. I've
Right,
had that
right.
happen before.
Yeah, I blame Mitch.
Now remember, Carlos, you weren't the only one dealing with it. You weren't
Of
the only one
course,
dealing with it. I kept having
everything
fail-safe.
is my fault.
I've only had that happen with FR Sky though.
Okay,
I wish it
buddy.
happened on
Okay,
the
buddy.
ground.
And that's what me and Carlos are on FR
Coming
Sky.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in.
I kept getting weird little fail
Ever
safes.
since I went to that bad boy, the fail safes are gone.
Yeah,
And then I go to look for it with Mr. Metro Drone's Bill, and we look by the side, and he goes, "That looks like an alligator just slid into the pond." I said, "Yeah, that drone is staying there."
Yeah.
That was not fun.
What are we looking at here?
The live
This
stream.
is that live stream I did from out there with the terrible feed.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It looks like a color brush, water
Well,
brush.
you know, interestingly, I did a couple other live streams. I did this one here early in the morning where
phone
Dennis
reception out
with
there at the
Dennis
park was
and
crap.
Rodney.
I know my Verizon wouldn't update my DJI from out there, kept dropping it.
Yeah, I was having really bad.
Once I got on the road, man, I hit that app, it was downloaded in a few seconds. Dude.
Yes, Metro
Yes.
Drone, the antenna was on
Hi,
it.
Dennis.
And hello, Rigger.
Hi, Rodney.
There's Rodney and Dennis.
Am I really getting blur effect? I am.
Rodney
Blur,
Bell
blur.
is here. He's got one of them Rodney Bell shirts on. How about that? This is, yes. This is.
I was waiting
This
for
was,
Rodney
this
to.
was crack of dawn on
Right
Saturday
here, Dennis
morning.
is flying in,
Yeah.
droning
Chilly,
right
too.
here. I didn't
Can't
mean
wait
to
to hear what
usurp
Rodney
his
gets
morning live
word back
stream,
from
but
Tiffany about the cups.
I was
So we
waiting
get down
for-
there, and Rodney's like, "Did you get your stuff?" I said, "Yeah, man." And then I showed him I got the big cup. He's like, "I don't even have a big cup."
Dennis
waiting for-
couldn't go live. He couldn't get his live stream actually live. So I was live streaming Dennis's live stream for him. Out here, sunrise.
kept waiting for Rodney to open his shirt and Watto pop out and be like, "Oh,
Authority, right? Yeah, we can point the camera
No.
right at the actual
This is
Nobody.
before. This was early. There was only like 5 or 6 of us out there, and the sun was just coming up.
12
Rigger.
12 minutes.
Total Recall."
But that was it. That was the very beginning of it. This I'm trying to. I might be jumping around a little bit here to these different things because I have no clue what I filmed when.
Carlos, was the
Yes,
antenna
sir.
on it? Was the antenna
Yes,
on
I
it?
already answered that question. I messed it up one time.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
the
there we
video that he forgot to put the antennas on. There was no
Yeah, that
problem
wasn't the
with
brightest
video.
move.
There's Carlos shooting around.
Yay.
Everybody has lost
Carl was out cruising around on the bike.
Well, I was
That was
even
fun.
chewing my gum like a douchebag. That's funny.
There's not a whole lot of flying.
We expect nothing less, Dan.
This is
That
where
guy
we
was
hung
good
out.
guy
We
right
hung
there
out
next to
behind it,
Rodney.
yeah.
What's his name, Anthony?
Tony, Tropic
Tony.
Air. Yeah, we
He's
hung
the
out
guy.
next to his truck because it blocked the wind.
Above and beyond
There goes the
road, how
hippie
you
Jim,
doing? Got
Jim
one
with the
viewer
piece
found
of
me.
Porn stash.
Oh, you doing a live? Live stream. 2 viewers found her. And hey, all right. Yes, sir. No problem. Chris Hope no problem.
See, this live stream feed was much better than that other
Yeah,
one.
I know that
There's
guy, Johnny. That was owner of the scooter, by the way. Let a lot of people ride it.
And there's Ron Lockwood.
He looks
That
like
was
a
good to meet
killer.
Ron.
He
It was
looks
good
like
to
a
meet Ron,
killer.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't burn his scooter
Hey,
out.
there's my rent-a-car.
Drone bomb is here.
Blocking
With the
mine.
core.
Somebody on the core dropped in.
Look at that broken down old bastard.
Who's that? You?
But he was wearing a tropical shirt. He did that for me.
He was.
Yeah, he put that on
Yeah.
just for me. He said he was waiting to see how long it took you to notice.
How far into the Viking mead was I, do you think, at this point?
Alex Carla is worshiping the
Well, he
king.
came as the king, so worship the king.
Yeah, we're live. Get the chat out, man.
Sporting the drone bum shirt, by the way.
I
Did I kiss him just now?
Did you see that? Did you see? Let's do that again here. Let's
Did I just
do
give
that
him a kiss?
Did I just give him a kiss? He said.
Yeah, here we go. Let's see that again.
Oh, he went into it.
Oh, we're live.
That was a good man kiss.
He's like, don't leave me hanging, bro. Bro, man.
I think Dan is a wonderful guy. You
Well,
just got to
thank
spend time with him, seriously.
There you
Anybody
go.
else, you just got to spend time with people. You really get to know them.
There you go.
There goes Mike, too. The
There
hippie.
goes your rep, Dan.
I know, man. Ever since we started this, we're going down slowly.
Remember
And
the
Ed's
honey.
got the crown, Ed. Where's the crown, man?
Just giving it a
Crown
rest.
on.
That's
Is Ed
broke.
with us or is he sleeping there?
He's up there somewhere.
No, I'm here.
He's hiding behind the bench.
All right, guys, we're live on YouTube.
I'm just enjoying this wonderful camaraderie we're having.
You can't hear anything. He's like, we're live.
We got the holy drone bums in the chat.
Can you raise the volume, Mitch?
We're having a
Yeah,
display.
you want to hear that?
And share it with the rest
A little bit, maybe.
The wind.
We're all here.
It was windy,
now we
though.
can
Oh,
hear
the
more
wind.
wind.
Yeah.
Over here.
Wowzers.
There's Bob
Like
Casey.
Kenny,
Look
Bob
at
Casey.
Bob. Watch Bob Casey's beard.
Mr. Bob Casey. Say hi to the world. We're live. We're live right
He's wearing
now.
a 400 AGL hat.
Live. Mike Kenny, how you doing?
Mike Kenny, good guy.
Hey,
Good guy.
Yep.
Over here.
Pretty good smoke too. Oh.
Art was ready. Art was like, acknowledge me, damn it. I love it.
Time's a little breezy, though.
I did the same thing to Art. I came up to you like, you having a good time, bro?
There's Matt.
There's Matt.
Good guy.
Michael Wright. Ron Brown. Hey, Ron.
You guys don't know,
Everybody
but
kept saying this was South. This is not South Florida. This is Central Florida, guys.
Yeah, I don't know why they
Yeah,
kept
Art was arm wrestling everyone and just put them all down all day. Art was taking them down left and right.
Shame, it's really windy. Yeah, really windy.
And Art, I've
There's
seen
Michael
you with
Blade.
There's Michael Blade. See Michael
Art,
Blade?
I've
Also
seen you
good
with
guy.
blonde hair officially, Art.
Just going for a short little live stream. and-
Yeah.
Oh, I shared some of your Art Carlson old comedy videos with
I've
him.
seen the blonde hair,
Blown
sir.
away.
Yeah.
Look at that killer look, the two of
I
them.
don't know how much
That was
wind noise
security
this
on the
mic is
day.
picking up.
Whitecaps.
Not a lot of drone flying out there.
Who am I talking to? Is that Justin? Oh yeah, Justin.
Justin is 863.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good dude.
That's
Johnny
where I caught
He's
the
asking if you'd played the
porcupine
video,
fish
Mitch.
the next
What's
day.
that?
Johnny
Watch
63 put a link
Bob
in the
Beard
chat
blowing in that
asking if he'd
wind.
play his video.
Play this video. Which video is this?
It's up on
Johnny
top in the chat.
863 in the chat room.
Hang on
I'm
a
trying to
second.
Put a
think,
link in
man.
the YouTube link.
Who is Bob closer to, Primus or ZZ Top?
ZZ.
You think ZZ? Primus had pretty long beards too that went to like the floor. Remember that? The Jerry was a race car driver. Jerry was a race car driver. Drove the goddamn.
It's going to
No?
go away in April, from what I understand.
Yeah, I heard he was
Is
shaving
this,
it off.
Is this the video?
Full sand. It looks a lot less windy then. I mean, it still looks windy, but not nearly as
You
windy.
can still see ripples on the water.
Oh yeah, those are white
Yeah.
caps out there.
What are we looking at
Whitecaps,
flying?
Yep.
Yeah, what bird are you flying here?
It's a video from the
Justin?
meet.
Yeah, look at the white
Look at it
caps
carry
there.
it.
Yeah. Oh,
Look
man.
at how fast it goes. That's downwind right there.
Oh my god. Remember I was telling you, Mike, if we had put up 5-inch, it would have rocketed back at like 150 or better, dude.
It would have been
Might
hard
have
to
been
land.
worth doing it.
It would have been hard to land.
5 inch.
No, I would have just shot
went out
straight up
about
to slow it down.
100
Well,
yards
just
and see
like
how
a
fast we
plane,
can bring
you
it back.
Just like a plane, you landed into the wind.
Yeah, but the wind was coming towards the beach.
Towards the
Oh,
island.
Yeah,
So
but
Mavic Air.
you would
He
have
says
to
the
come from the
Mavic Air
car.
2. Mavic Air 2. Yeah, this is Justin's.
no. All you would have had to do, Carlos, was go
crosswind.
straight up, and then cavitate back down into it, and then slowly just slow yourself down on the beach line.
Yeah.
Whoa, look out. Oh,
Whoa!
ouch.
Oh my God! Who was flying? Who was flying?
Justin.
6'3"?
Jeez,
That's
oh,
one way to
bro.
clean the lens off.
Yeah,
Mavic Air 2.
trying to dust your props off a little bit.
Well,
there.
the wind was kind of blowing it into the trees there.
Should have flown under the bridge.
Somebody
I love
tried.
how he goes back for another
Oh,
attack.
he's going to do it again. Whoa.
Some people don't learn.
I wasn't close enough the first time, so I better
One more
do it
pass.
again. Yeah.
That's awesome. As he drifts into him. Well, at least he didn't pull a Jim and end up with his Matrice in a tree. That
Yeah,
sucked.
right.
There he is.
Wow. You full send that right into the shore.
Self-portrait. Yeah, look at that.
Considering the wind, that's pretty good.
See, these types of shots next to the water I won't do with a GPS because all it takes is just the right draft to drill that sucker right into the face first into the water.
He's moving around with that thing, no doubt about
Yeah,
it.
he is.
Sport mode activated. Hello.
Oh.
Hey, yo.
Same video?
Yeah, this is his video. He did some stills at the end. There's me. Hey, I'm actually got in somebody's video.
The king.
Hey.
Okay. All right. There's
Up
Jimbo.
close and personal.
That
Where's
beard
Jim
is
tonight?
awesome.
He's not here. That's a happy Bob Casey right there, man. Oh, look,
he
yeah,
was
look
on
down.
the
Look
stage
down lower. Look down lower. There's Adrian. Here's the Saturday night dinner.
That whole half that table was filled up with
Spitballs.
Mike Kinney's food, and he ate it all.
Dude, we
Spitballs
have to.
flying.
I could
We
not
have to
believe
spill the
Mike Kinney
napkins.
ate all that food on that table that night. Oh
Hold
my
on.
I'll
God.
tell you who
That
can
boy
eat.
put it
Ed
down.
can eat.
Yeah, right?
Ed can eat.
I'm pulling
Yeah,
up the
he had that
napkin
huge
video.
food.
Hold on a sec. We're gonna pull up the napkin video because it was the best. Let's see here. What? All right, Carlos messages or yeah, well, Carlos is in there. Messages, and then go to. God, how do I do it on here? I got a long ways to go back.
Can you put the link in the chat and I'll show it?
I can't. I have to show it as a from the messenger because that's what.
Oh,
we
I see.
uploaded it.
Okay. Hold your phone up to the camera.
But no, I'm gonna actually screen share it.
Oh, okay. This is a good shot right here, chasing the boat. I like
That's
this.
cool.
Oh,
You can actually see the
Mike.
boat driving sideways, it looks like.
That food looks really good, Mike. We got a little ways. We got a little ways to go back.
Thanks for watching.
Do it for Dale.
Back to Bob Casey here.
Big man.
At any rate, check it in with everybody.
So any of you guys, I know that you said to put the hashtag Do It For Rick in all of these videos.
Yes.
Dan, what I've been putting in there is just hashtag South Florida Drone Meetup,
Sure.
and that seems to work too. I have to go back. I'll add the Rick one to my.
I mean,
video as well.
to do it for Rick was for people that actually like knew Rick and was doing it for Rick. You know what I mean?
Well,
A lot of
it's
those
like you said, to be able to have one hashtag where you can find
Right.
all the videos from this particular.
Yeah,
event.
for all the meetup, period.
Yeah, they're starting to come in. They're starting to.
The hairless dude. Wow. It's time to just
You
cut
see,
it off.
I wasn't kidding you, Carlos. That's the
trust
first thing
me.
I said to Carlos.
I
The first
know.
thing I said to him was not, "Hi, Carlos, good to meet you." Was, "Man, you're balder than you look on camera."
I'm gonna buzz it all off soon. Hey, is
Carlos,
Matt
you
Condiff
upload.
still around?
I don't
Yeah,
know if the
he's
world
still
is
in the
ready
chat.
for
Yeah,
your
he's right
bald
there.
head, Carlos.
Say again, Edward.
I don't know
Rigor-
that the world is ready for your bald head.
That's true. Look at the little guy. He's
The
so
little
cute.
guy.
He was so cute. I
Bob
think this
Casey
is.
just sent me a link to Mike Kinney. Got a flight in to Fort Pierce. Let's see if I can. The problem with these stupid, when you put links in the chat and you click on them, it ends up screwing up the chat window for some stupid reason.
It really is great getting
There
together
it
and
goes.
meeting all
I got
these
it.
guys that we know from the streams.
All right, I got to share where I'm buzzing Matt.
If we're not doing a lot of flying.
There
Okay.
he is.
Let me stop this. Go back to here. I need a producer like Oz by Drone, like has, where he keeps talking about my producer this and my producer that. I need a producer here to push the buttons.
Push
Carlos.
buttons.
There you go.
Obviously, I'm buzzing everybody, but I think Matt was doing a ride along. Mike, did you lend him your goggles possibly, so he could watch? I think he was wearing
I
your
don't think he
goggles.
ended up in my goggles. I think because my goggles didn't want to get the channel. For some
Whose goggles
reason.
is he wearing? Watch, you'll see Matt in a second. There he is
Hey,
on the
Carlos,
left.
I just
Yep.
wanted to let you know I just purchased the Viper
He might
goggles.
ended up-
Oh,
he
nice. You won't be
I think he
disappointed.
did end up watching in mine. Yeah, they are the Orcas. He did
If you need any help with them, Art, you let me know.
I did end up getting
All right,
him to work
will
and he
do.
watched.
I think
What
over
drone
here
was
is
this?
the tiny
Carlos?
hook.
Oh, okay.
There he is. Now I start to buzz him.
Yeah, you can tell that the Orcas are nice and blue.
Sound effects.
Sorry, I don't know. I'm like a kid.
No, that's all right. Adds a little flavor to it.
He's flying.
Perfectly
Here comes
okay.
the hat swap. This is where he gets knocked out of the air by the
Did
hat.
you hit me, Mike? That was you, right?
I came close, but I didn't hit you.
Oh, okay. Somebody hit me.
But-
Well, no, not this
So
flight.
this one right
Oh,
here.
that's the one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's where he
there's
hit.
Rod.
Look up, prick.
Dirty Rod.
He was trying to catch it with his hat. He wasn't trying to knock it out of the sky. He was trying to use his hat as a catch.
I don't
tried to
know. That
catch
looks
it.
more like a swipe. Let's take a
Well,
look.
I think
Well,
you
he
I
got
think you
it for
lost
me.
a prop there too, didn't you?
So when I pulled my hat off, I acted like I was going to catch it inside the hat.
See right there.
He tried
You
to
didn't
do
hit
the
me?
same thing, and when he did it, he ended up swatting it instead.
No, he swatted. He didn't catch. Catch, you keep the hat still. Watch. Whack.
Yeah, see, he come up with the hat, and when he did it, it ended up hitting the brim or something like that. He didn't catch it right. It fucking bounced off.
Okay, we got what do we got here, Dan? What are we
Yeah,
looking
this
at?
is the napkin scene with Ed. This is how it all started. This is the domino
okay.
effect that took
That was
place.
your first time. Cool.
Yeah. You ready?
Drone surfing.
Ed's head pops up. He's looking all kind of around.
I don't know why I didn't see any of them going at him. Look at you see Dan
I'm
bouncing,
looking
laughing.
around, wondering where the hell it came. What the
Damn,
hell?
I'm dying laughing, dude. It was so hard to keep enough control without giving it away.
Ed thinks it's Adrian. You, Adrian.
Bunch
Well,
of
This reminds
kids.
me of, this reminds me of third grade, guys.
Yeah. But that's what made it fun. Too much.
Look at that look on Mike's face. He just
He
having
was over
fun.
there about crying too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was good.
Dude, I had tears coming out of my eyes, bro. I was hurting. That was funny. Ooh.
Oh, let me see if I can find that one.
That was funny.
Uh, 186.
Yeah, I
Bob,
really had a good time, man.
Bob
Hope
says
so.
he,
It was fun getting to know you even better, Ed. We got to spend some quality time. Glad you made it, and thank God for Mike that went at the extra
Absolutely.
mile and picked your behind up.
Yeah, oh yeah. This is Mike Kinney's video.
Wow, I like it.
This is Florida after all.
Actually, that was pretty good following the wave in like that.
Surfer
Very
action.
smooth. Yeah, coming off the rocks too. Cool shot.
Yeah. All we need is some surfers on there.
Dan in a kayak.
Damn.
I almost brought it, man. Almost. I was that close to bringing my kayak.
Really?
You've been
Yeah.
like a walrus out there.
Hey.
That's
Not 370 pounds anymore. Get off it.
that's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I'm just saying because of the how.
I get it because I'm fat. I get it.
No, it was about the chop.
I just want to
You
show
got
off. This is
flipped over. You would have got flipped over in that kayak.
this is Michael Blade flying, I believe, my freestyle. Ooh.
Didn't we see this one?
Oh no, that's me. That's not supposed to be me.
I was like, I think we just watched this one.
No, this is.
Because you went under
No.
Adrian's.
Damn,
Yeah,
this
damn.
isn't them.
Yeah.
Oops. I
Oh,
made a
yeah.
boo-boo.
Michael Blake wasn't there.
You're right.
What are you doing?
You know, senior moment. Oh, I picked the
It
wrong
was
one.
the same day, but when Michael Blade flew your freestyle, it was
Through.
when we were at the cricket field.
Correct. And it's here. This is it.
That was out at the other place after we had to move.
Oh,
No, he did good too.
Matt, that reminds me. Apologize to your daughter for getting hit with a napkin. That was meant for your head, sir.
Such a nice
Well,
guy.
I was going for Adrian and I hit Ron Lockwood instead.
This is
Domino.
Michael Blade flying
Flying what?
the freestyle. I was doing the drone bum with him.
Oh,
Oh yeah, he was definitely doing the drone bump gig, up and down like a bouncing ball.
is this like his first time
Yeah,
flying
he's
FPV?
no, but he's been flying the Tiny Hawk primarily, and then his 5-inch. He's
Oh, this
just,
was out there on Sunday morning when they were setting up for the cricket
Correct.
tournament.
Yeah.
So I told him, here, take the control of the bird, and see what happens.
Send it. You got a big field, play.
Yeah,
I think he was saying he had mainly just flown in the house.
right.
Cool.
He's doing pretty good.
That's how you got to learn it. You just got to do it.
You got to crash, man. It's part of it.
No, he
Crashing's a
did,
good
he did
teacher.
good. He did good.
Well, gentlemen, I think I'm going to bail. I have a whole DJI FPV video to make.
All right, Dan. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in, buddy.
Yeah.
Been fun.
Good to see you,
Thank
Dan.
you.
It has
you.
been. It's been great, and I'm sure the videos will keep coming for weeks to come here.
Oh, I'm sure. I've been waiting. Hurry up and edit, people. I'm getting bored.
Yeah.
Entertain me.
Entertaining.
We're trying. We're trying here. You know, we're doing the best we can.
Alrighty, guys. Everybody
Take
in
care,
chat.
Dan.
It's been fun. Catch you
Once
guys.
again,
All right,
it
Dan.
was a pleasure meeting you. Despite
Yeah,
yourself,
ditto,
I'm just kidding.
ditto, Dan.
I really enjoyed your company,
enjoyed
Dan.
meeting you too, you prick.
I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy.
No, that's a compliment, Dan.
I know.
Oh, he
I
knows.
know.
Okay.
I've earned prick status too, so I'm good.
Okay, you have.
Best
Yeah.
of both worlds.
Hoorah.
Take care, buddy.
Toodaloo.
Anyway, I won't bore you anymore, but this is Michael Blade flying. I mean,
I think I may have found your flight on my quad, Carlos.
oh,
So let's see if we can. Let's see if we can do this here. I think this might be it. I
That
think
is
that
me
was
because
you.
you're
Yeah.
standing. Wow, look
Oh,
how
okay, yeah, okay. So this is your
wobbly.
flight. Yeah. Well, you got to get used to the thing too.
That wasn't bad.
This has a little gel. This quad has a little bit of jello. I need it. It needs either a different camera mount or a little different tune.
I don't see it.
This is a moment in history, guys.
It's
Mitch let me fly his DJI drone.
Well, you know what what I thought was funny, Carlos, is that you said something about it, and Mitch had to make you sweat. 'Cause
Yeah, really. I was dropping
Here you
hints.
go,
said,
Carlos.
No freaking way, or whatever, something like that. I heard that interaction.
Here's a little appropriate music.
There you go. You know, I won't mind if you tell your friends this is you flying. I won't say anything.
I would be ashamed to tell people it was me. Come on.
Oh, did you hear that, Ed?
Yeah,
Sorry
fuck
to. How rude. Nah, it flew smooth. Good video, good picture. Didn't want to take too many chances with your drone.
No,
Although
you did
that
good.
water looked so inviting.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, you went over
Yeah,
the water.
well,
Look at you. Look at you. Right over the water. What is it with you in this water, Carlos?
It's just there. I would have went in the water there for you because I could have seen.
Thanks. That would have been nice. You would have been going into the water to get it.
That's what I mean.
What a great place to fly, though, isn't it?
The whole
Absolutely.
place was great.
So I go out there this morning, and I'm going to go, Carlos. I'm going to go fly at this field, right? And I've never seen it before. The whole entire field had big sprinklers going off. There were water
wow.
in the whole entire field has a sprinkler system.
Didn't
So
notice.
obviously, I had to go over behind the community center, and that's where I ran into the guys with the little foamy airplanes.
Now, we never went to the part where you guys drive your vehicles up to the trees and fly, right?
No, that was. I showed you where we ended up on Sunday. That was just to the west of there. I pointed the tree line out to you.
Right.
Way over at the right of the video is where the trees are. See the tree line right there?
Mm-hmm.
Out in front?
Yep, to the left. Well, behind us now.
Nobody was out there flying this morning because they're digging. Whoa, look at you.
Did I do that?
You did that. Yes.
Apparently, you know, damn sure Mitch didn't do it.
Oh, I've done that. Come on.
Wait. Is there any
I
footage?
just
We
had
want
it.
to see it. Ooh, look at that. Picking up some speed.
You know, for a little 3-inch
wobbly
drone,
there,
that thing does pretty good for a little 3-inch drone, doesn't it?
Yes. You know, I'm getting a memory with that wall of the girl that walked up with the kids. And they wanted to sit there and fly a
over
kite.
in the park.
Oh, outright. Yeah, that's fun. That was right. A woman and 2 kids walked right out in the middle of the field and parked themselves right on the cricket pitch there. And
So I go out. I said, all right, let me go talk to these people. Mitch goes,
Look at it, he
no,
landed
on
on
the mat. Wow.
landed on the mat. What a deal.
I didn't know I did that. Anyway, they were nice enough and they moved.
This is me flying now, Carlos.
All right. This is today?
No, this is the flight after that flight.
Ah, okay.
It was recorded on the goggles.
Looking good.
I don't know what I was flying.
Wow. Pretty
on
quick.
this flight.
Did you just put like 1.5 speed?
Of course. No. Look, there you go, Carlos. Look at that
Nice.
roll. Ended up perfectly on the horizontal. Come
Ed,
on
I
now.
think he has it on 1.5 times speed.
No,
Sped it
I
up.
don't have it on 1.5 times speed.
No, that was a great place to fly. I'd go back for sure.
I like just rimming going around the outside like that.
I did
like
that
a
once with
racetrack.
the schizo. Over the trees, though. Tried to.
Here goes a big power loop.
Nice.
Look at that.
Smooth.
Look at the hang
That
on
was a nice looking power.
that. Look at the hang on that.
Nice.
Not exactly round, but you know, not bad for an old guy.
Jeez,
Yeah.
not exactly round. But
I'll tell you what, Ed. You know, when you get to be my age, you got that excuse for everything.
That's it. I'm an old guy.
Yeah, I
I
know.
didn't-
I've been using it for a while already, Mitch.
Officer, I'm sorry I didn't hear what you said because, I'm old.
I pull
But this
off
is-
old pretty good too.
This is my style of flying, Carlos. I like
It's
to
good.
just feel like I'm a bird up there,
That's what I did with the schizo. Just flew.
And I see that field in front, right there in front of us, is where I went flying today. But this is there's so many neat places at this
Look
park.
at
to fly.
this. Nice. I like.
I think this was my marmot, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
That
Watch
is
this.
pretty
Watch
cool
this.
how you
Watch
can-
this. Look at this.
Oh man.
Oh,
Look at
he's,
this.
oh, he's
Gee,
spreading
Oh
out again.
baby.
He's getting her.
Look
Oh,
right
look at
there in
that gap.
between.
Oh, I thought he was
You.
gonna really dive that gap through.
Mitch has come out of his what do they
Yeah,
call
he's
that?
out of
His
the
daisy
shell now,
shell.
man.
That's it.
Yeah, because he's had a bunch of pricks egging him on.
Ed, have you counted any rights? I have not yet.
No, I have not.
Right turns?
seen a right.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen one. Maybe
All right,
two.
I'm gonna have to make. I think I'm landing here,
Oh,
but I
okay.
do have. I think I have some right turns on some other videos. I just wasn't thinking about you, Carlos, at the
Oh,
particular
okay,
time.
okay.
Now look at this. Look at this landing. Nice landing right there.
Suave.
That was a
What's
nice
the next one?
suave landing.
This I think is I think this is me. This is me flying the little.
Ooh, look
3-inch.
at that.
I
Wow.
know. He's
No
getting
way.
down in them
That's you,
trees.
Mitch?
He got a
Ah,
little sketchy. He found
That's
some
you?
gaps. He had to get out of there quick.
Yeah, well, that's why you punch out. Here's
Wait
a
a
right
minute,
turn,
wait
right
a minute.
turn,
Can I see
right
that again?
turn, right turn.
Can I please see
Look.
that again from the beginning?
What, the right turn?
No, the trees.
Why?
I'm mesmerized. That was pretty awesome. I want to ingrain it, imprint it in my mind.
This is the little drone that you flew, Carlos. Unless this is your flight, but I think this is my flight.
That looks more like my flight. I think you're right.
No, you did the two. You did the two rolls. Remember? So that was your flight.
That looks like me flying.
Because
That
I
can't
was standing on. No, this is me flying.
be- Ed, what do you think? Another right
We'll
turn?
see. We'll see when we. We'll see when we. Oh no! You know what? This is the first. I think this is the first flight of the day for me. Okay.
Do you have coffee?
I don't know. Hold on a second. Let's run it ahead to where I have them all. I have them all chained together.
I was just trying to make sure Mitch doesn't mess with me.
We'll see. We'll see when we land who's flying here.
I found Art. I found the video Cyclone and Art with the toothpick.
I think, Carlos, it was me because I bailed out of those trees. Yeah, there I am. I'm sitting there in my chair. Right up
Wow.
front there.
I'm impressed. Never cease to amaze me, Mr. Mitch.
What can I tell you? I
As Spock would
live
say.
for the accolades,
Fascinating.
I do love the way you turn, Mitch. You turn like you're flying a plane.
With the roll.
Nice
A little bit of roll.
bank turn.
I
That's
gave
what
him-
I
I ga-
try and do. I try and bank all my turns, like I'm a plane, not a quad.
Ed, I wasn't supposed to say anything, but I did give him a few pointers
Right
at
turn,
the house.
Carlos. Right turn there. Look at that. God, I sure hope this
You
isn't.
gave him a few points.
I hope this
Yeah.
isn't you flying, Carlos, because then I'll be pissed. 'Cause it's a pretty good flight. I mean, I'd really be pissed if this is you. But I seem to see some of my moves in there, so I think it's me.
A Mitch flight.
I think it might be.
All those left turns, probably.
We'll see. I think we're coming. I think we might be. No, not yet. This little quad flies for 6-7 minutes on it.
Still got a couple.
You know, the
Yeah,
Nazgul flies for a long time.
Yeah, that's a very efficient quad.
Get
Well,
a little-
guys, I gotta
turn
blaze.
So
Gotta get ready for work tomorrow.
Okay,
All
sorry
right,
to hear that,
Art.
Art. Thanks
All
for
right,
coming
good
in,
night,
buddy.
Art.
Good to see you, Carlos. and
Art, keep
Ed.
flying. You made me
Pleasure.
proud. That was a
All
good
right,
job.
will do.
Cool.
Take
Mike,
care, Art.
good to see you, and have a great evening, everybody.
Take
You
care.
night.
too, buddy.
See you, man.
Take care. All right, here comes the moment of truth, Carlos.
Oh, that's definitely you.
Is it you or is it me?
No, that's you.
You
I could tell.
can tell by the lunatic approach.
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm going slow through the trees?
No, not at all. Just I could tell. I wouldn't go through the trees with your drone.
Here I am sitting in the chair right there. See?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, nice. Nice.
Whoa.
Getting seasick, but
Sorry.
we're in there.
I mean, he was thinking about it.
Wow,
He's
Mitch,
like,
this is pretty good.
Let me
There you
drive a
go.
little bit
Good
wider.
job. Good job.
That was still nice.
Mm-hmm.
I slowed it down here. You can see.
You're risking it, taking
No,
chances.
I enjoy that kind of stuff. Here we go. Here's the proof positive, guys.
It was Mitch.
It was Mitch.
That was good.
Cool.
I like the
That was fun.
in between
That
the
was
tree
fun.
thing.
That was fun.
All right, one last flight that I'll share.
Okay.
This is where.
See, he's gonna let me share.
Oh
first.
no!
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah. No, that's cool.
Oh, this is Mike. Okay.
No, but
yeah.
that's fine.
Me, this is the toothpick when Art was flying his Mavic.
Oh,
Oh,
cool. I
cool.
want to see this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how we doing? We in the chat here. Mike Kelly's with us. How you doing, Mike? Good
No,
to
I
see
haven't been
you.
paying attention to this.
And
You have or
Johnny
have not?
Growflyer's still here. Dennis Lovelady's still here. Rigger, how you
Copper
doing,
State
buddy?
Aerials. I think Regus said goodnight earlier.
Justin's
Yeah,
still
he said
here.
goodnight twice
Mike
now.
Kenny's still
Yeah.
hanging around. Good to see you. Jerome Paulie's still here. Paulie says goodnight, y'all.
Y'all.
Sorry you couldn't get your
Y'all.
thing working, Paulie. We would have loved to have you in here. Matt Cundiff still in. I see still see him in the chat. Adrian. Yeah, we're down to about 19,
I
20
need to
people.
update my darn video or my goggles.
What is that, Mike? Those lines.
It's from my goggles not being updated. I think they got a
Really?
new firmware out to fix some of that.
Are these the orcas?
It's a
glitches.
bird.
Oh,
Oh, it's
there
a
it
freaking
is.
drone. I thought it was a bird.
Oh, that's Art's drone there. He must have been freaking out when you were doing that.
I wonder if he even knew. Be right back.
That was about the closest I came to it there.
Well, part of the reason you probably got some of the noise, Mike, was just because you're flying around.
Yeah,
a
plus
DJI
our
drone.
drone was there too. Yeah, so that could have been part of the breakup too.
Carlos has got something for us here.
Ron Brown was taking a
Lockwood.
slow mo. Ron Brown, Ron Lockwood.
Ron Lockwood. Oh, this is where he had the
slow-mo,
360 camera. Yeah, that was cool.
And I was trying or testing the distance, I think, on this flight. I think I flew past the pond, almost like to the end to the road. That's why I couldn't believe I lost it over there on the right.
Yeah, and you can really see the wind ripples on the pond. too.
Yeah, look at your RSSI. You're 86, 85, 80. You have plenty of
Got
signal
the
there.
I'm at the all the way at the other end of the field.
Yeah.
Here. Ooh, water! Stay away from it.
Yeah, you're look how far away you are.
That's what I'm
And you
saying.
and you
Solid.
got strong. You know,
It was
something
your
might have
fault.
broke
Something
it.
you did. I don't
Something
know.
I did, of course.
No, but I took a nice tour of the complex, so to speak, within reason. I didn't want to go too far. Probably would have been better if I stood in the middle of the field. Then I could have flew behind me.
out from underneath that canopy area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That darn building right there was pulling some signal away big time.
You really haven't had any breakup at all
No.
in your video signal.
Look at his RSSI. It bounced to 80.
Yeah,
was
90s,
the lowest I see 81 there.
I will miss it, but I'll learn how to fly the Nazgul like this one.
Oh, that
Just a
Nazgul's
drone.
a good
Could always
flying
build
drone.
another.
So fast
Paul
this
asked-
thing was.
Minnesota Paul asked, did someone plug in a DJI unit? It's possible that could interfere a little
Yep.
bit, but I don't.
I don't think so. We
I
were
don't
all
think when you were-
conscious of it.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
we're
when you
trying
were
to make
flying.
sure to take turns with the GPS and the FPV because
Yeah.
some of the
Right.
guys with the FPV were having real issues where they couldn't get any
But you
video
don't
at
think
all.
maybe somebody
That-
while you were flying the schizo turned on a DJI unit, maybe shot you down?
Nah.
No,
No, everybody
I
was
don't
pretty
think-
good about that, announcing when they were going
It
up.
would have messed with this video. It didn't mess with this video whatsoever. Just a failsafe, basically. A brownout.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think it was the
it-
range that he was out and just had a bad angle on his antenna.
How was your battery? How was your battery when that happened? Was it?
It wasn't that bad at all. We'll go
You
back
looked
to
at
it.
the volt. Did you look at the voltage on there?
It had to be 3.6, 3.7, 3.5. I can go down to 3.3. One battery I took down to 2.9. I was like, oh my God.
You know, you
I
can.
took one
but
down to
sometimes you'll
2.6
actually
this
brown
weekend.
out. You can brown out the flight controller if you get the battery too low. You know
No,
that.
no, it wasn't. I don't think it was that.
I
at
dropped
all.
that
I
one down
think
to
you brown
2.6
out the
this weekend, Carl.
VTX or you brown out a receiver.
I was
No, but your
surprised it
flight
went on the
controller, your
charger.
flight controller could reboot if you get the voltage too low.
Yep.
Guys, I'll be right back. You
All right.
can just replay this again if you want, and I
We'll
will
be
be
here.
right back.
I don't think well, there were one or two flights I flew in between the trees like Mitch.
I mean that thing fail safe. I saw the last RSSI I saw was 75.
Right.
It should not fail safe at 75.
No,
No.
that's why I think it was a brownout. Just in the angle that he was with his antenna or something. It just happened to be in a bad spot. Wi-Fi signal over there off them houses right next to it and everything else probably had something to do with it.
You know what? I changed the setting in Beta Flight. It's in
A
the
longer time, the fail-safe time.
yeah. It's in the yeah.
I mean, but it's really like milliseconds.
Yeah, it's
Right.
Right.
Yeah, it's at like 4 milliseconds.
I only upped it like a tenth of a second.
Yeah, but that can make all the difference, right?
But I've noticed when I flew that same bird, because I fail safe this on this bird before, and I go around the back of the track and I was low. Saw where the bird kind of did a little hiccup, and I saw RX loss, but then it just kept on going, and it was fine.
DJI cleaning house to make new DJI products, Bob. That's why. They're going to come out with a smaller, more compact air unit. You watch. Cadix is blowing it away with that micro unit compared to the DJI air unit, size wise and everything.
They'll
You
come
put
out
them
with
in the
something
free-
new to sell people.
They got them things going into 2.5-inch drones right now, or smaller. I've seen them I think I've seen it in a 2-inch drone even. The DJI.
All right, you all done with that?
Oh,
Carlos?
sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's okay. I can take you out there.
Kick them.
So, wow.
We were
I think
talking
I'm going
about
to
you.
kick on out of here myself, man. I'm
I'm
going to get to bed early and catch up on some more sleep.
Yeah, it's getting, well, we've been doing this for an hour and a half so far, and
Yeah.
there's only so much. I can only talk so much about this drone meet, but
I will say this, Mike. Thank you for bringing Ed, and thank you for your
Yeah, that
hospitality while you were there. I enjoyed your company, Ed,
Yeah,
as
good
well.
time, guys.
I enjoyed your company. Enjoyed spooning and cuddling at night. It was fun.
Carlos makes weird noises at night.
Shh,
Next
don't tell him my
time I
secrets.
don't leave until I fly Ed's track, though.
That's right. And Mitch, of course, can't say enough. Thank you. Your hospitality
my
was good.
pleasure.
Your
I-
friendship was good, and it was a pleasure actually meeting you in person. Getting to give
thank
you
you,
a hug.
Carlos.
Seriously,
Yeah, likewise.
you're a good man,
likewise.
Charlie Brown.
I
After a while,
enjoyed.
crocodile. See you
All
later.
right, we'll see.
Have a
I guess
beer.
we're ending the stream now. Everybody's going to bed. Okay, guys.
I still need to cook my goulash.
Uh-oh. Did you watch one of those Artco cooking solution channel shows? Whatever.
Be
No,
nice.
but I
Recipe.
watched his premiere.
Be
he
nice.
did today.
I'm always nice to him.
Be nice, guy. Be nice.
I'm just
All
messing.
right,
Well, we
later,
had a-
later, y'all.
We had a good time. All right, take care, Ed. And that, Carlos, I'm waiting for Ed to push the button. Push the button, Ed. There you
Push the button, Harry.
go.
As
So
he
that
would
leaves
say.
the two of us. What else we got to talk about, Carlos? Or you got to go
That's
to
about
bed
it.
too?
I'm hoping to start planning now for the next one.
Well,
So that
and
we can
let's
do
talk.
this again.
Let's talk. We were talking about that. We don't. There's two different camps. There's the FPV guys, and we almost had it was almost like we had our own event.
At times, yeah.
Yeah, on Fridays and Sundays, and of course, where we were, we did the flying, and we were just having an absolute ball. Whereas Saturday was more like going to a
Meet
like I
and
said,
greet.
a high school reunion, just kind of
Yeah.
a meet and greet. But the wind was brutal, and made it hard to talk and dusty. Everybody had a sore throat by the end of the day.
We made the best of it, though.
But maybe we should, and I think that Ray was the instigator of this thing, and kudos to Ray for that.
Good
I
idea.
think that he's probably going to want to do something similar again next year. But I'd also like to try to put together just an FPV event. Just an event for
Yeah.
without having to worry about the interference caused
Right.
by the DJI drones. But that's just fun. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
We'll be in touch. We'll be in touch. All right, my friend. Let's.
I'm looking forward to more meets.
Yeah, I think so. In the meantime, we continue to do our live flies, and
Oh yeah, definitely. Hopefully,
get
I'll be up
together
on the
on the
roof
lot.
sometimes, late night
Yeah,
or early evenings, rather.
get together here in the live stream. So it was just something about all being together in person, and
I had a absolute blast, 100%.
and
From
for
beginning
me
to
it
end,
was
never a dull moment. Sorry.
for me it was a different. Seeing as I'm here alone, I'm the only FPV guy. I have no other FPV guys that fly
Right.
with me ever. This was really the first time in the couple of years that I've been flying FPV where I actually got together with other guys and flew. And
FPV, right?
it's a whole different thing, and I can understand why all these guys like to go out together and watch the other guys flight through your goggles, and and I will miss that. I'll miss that part of it. I went out there today and flew a couple of flights by myself. There was a couple of little airplane guys around, but they don't care. They don't know about drones. They just we annoy them more than
Right.
anything else. So anybody anywhere near Melbourne, Florida, that knows somebody that flies FPV, put them in touch with me, because I'd
Yeah.
love to have a flying buddy down here. Or Carlos, you can move to Florida.
I'll have to talk to the wife. I'll
We'll
become a
find you some-
snowbird.
We'll find you some fish tanks to clean, and then we can go flying every day.
There you go. I wouldn't mind at all. Drone worship.
Dan says, Mitch, you opened up well to the boys. You had more fun. Yeah, you're right, Dan, and I need to try to get my ass around Florida a little more. I know Ken Dono had said that he liked to get together and fly either here or there. And my daughter living in Tampa, I need to plan a trip over to see my kids over there. And Dan, I'll get together with you. We'll go flying somewhere. I keep talking about that, but because of this COVID nonsense, I haven't been over there for over a year now.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, well, because everything, not that I'm afraid of anything, it's just that it just seems to stifle everybody's plans. So
That was another thing I was actually pleasantly
the whole
surprised is
FPV group on Facebook that you can join for the Melbourne area. I'll have to look. Well, I'm not a Facebooker. That's
but
what
make
I'm
up
saying.
an alias.
I'll call myself Carlos.
Carlos, old guy, drone guy, or something. You could just make up something.
I'll have to look into that. So anyway, buddy,
What was
thanks for coming.
something else
Thanks
I
for
was
coming
gonna
into
say?
this little live stream.
Of course.
Well, keep going. Keep going.
I was trying to remember what I was going to say, but I lost the thought. It just gone.
Yeah, we still got 16 people hanging in here. Dan, I
Drone
thought you
worship.
were going to be. Dan's going to be doing some editing. Doc Murdoch's still here. Yeah. Yeah.
Doc
Chris, it
Murdoch
was
is
great.
Chris, right?
Chris, yeah, Chris, it was great. It was
He was a
great
nice guy.
meeting you. Yeah, nice guy, very knowledgeable, and I enjoyed seeing somebody just have that many drones in a plastic tub. I've never seen anything like it in my life. It was something to behold. Dan, Drone Pool, how you doing, buddy? I would
Drone
love to
pools
go
in
to
the
the
house.
next one. Yeah, and I hope more and more. I think, Carlos, if we want to plan an FPV thing, maybe for the fall, maybe and we start planning it now and set a time for it and make a reservation for good weather, which is important.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
When does the hurricane season ends? End of September, right?
No, it ends in November.
Does it really?
But that's not, yeah, but that's not, the hurricane season, it's so hard to say. I mean, we could go a whole hurricane season and not have winds like we had last Saturday. I mean, it was,
Right.
even though the UAV app said they were only 9 miles an hour, that was
Yeah,
a
that was
joke.
odd.
Well, but interestingly enough, when I left there on Saturday, remember I wanted to go over to the park to check out to see,
Oh, that's
because
right.
I had seen a road closure sign at the park and I didn't know what it was going to say, so I went over there. And when I got to the park from the beach there, the winds were 1/3 of what they were out on the causeway, because especially when you have a wind coming from the north, which that was, it has miles of open water to blow over.
Nothing in the way.
We were right in the way of it. Yep. As soon as you got inland, it wasn't half as bad. So inland, I mean, it's very pretty out there on the causeway like that, but I don't think it was the most practical place to fly. It was more interesting for the photography guys to fly out there because you had pretty stuff. You had pretty
Oh,
things
yeah.
to take pictures of. But for FPV flying,
I wouldn't have done it. Too dangerous with the wind and so many
Yeah.
people.
I think so. So Yowie P51 in the house from down under. How you doing? Yeah, we had a great time, my friend. We had an absolute ball. We'll be talking about this for long time to come, and we'll
Until
all
the
be
next
showing-
one.
Until the next one, we'll all be
Until the
showing
next
videos. All right, Carlos, let's call it.
Have a
'cause
good
it's
night.
getting late,
Once again,
and,
thanks for everything, and we'll speak for sure.
Okay, we will.
Peace.
You take care, buddy. There it is. Okay, it's me and Spank left. So didn't see much of Spank tonight. I didn't have him in here because his picture was on the green screen behind me. So I thought rather than have him sitting over on the other side moving around, we just leave him over there. But next time I do a live stream, he'll be back. He's so well behaved. Anyway, let me thank everybody for coming in. Chris, thank you. Yeah, they were a lot less at the park. Chris, you're right about that. Thanks for coming in tonight. Good to see you. Mike Kinney, good to see you. Yowie, P51. Dan, of course. Thanks for being here. Dan was a big Timeless Truths. Hey, how you doing? I didn't notice you there. Sorry about that. Danny, Drone Pool. Ed, love my drones. Night Train. Mike, thanks for participating. Bob Casey, always a pleasure. And I'll take a look at your little drones and get them fixed and get them back to you. Mike Kelly still in the house, or might be. Copper State. Drone Life RC was in here. Art's probably gone to bed. Anyway, Johnny Drone Flyer. I don't know if these guys are still around. Fleabag FPV. Yeah, we had a great time. Dennis, thanks for coming in, and Rigger, and Justin. Thank you so much, Drones 863. It was great meeting you too, and it was great meeting everybody. So, with that being said, guys, we're going to call it tonight. Thank you all for coming in, and as usual, take the rest of the day off. Go play with your drones. I know I will. With that, I want to turn it over to my trusty sidekick, Spank the monkey, and let Spanky say goodnight.